Assalamu alaikum. Let we start our lecture of computer lecture number 4, unit number 1, topic fundamentals of computer. Now we will discuss about the some characteristics of generation of computer. We will in previous lecture we will briefly discuss about the first generation of computer in which the vacuum tubes are used. Um, I will discuss in the previous lecture when vacuum tubes become too much hot, they were burnt and they may or may not be recovered. It depend upon the capacity of the vacuum tubes. Now we move towards the characteristics of the first generation computer. Some of the characteristics of the first generation computer is the processing of the first generation computer is slow and it has also a very small memory, and actually they are very huge in size actually, in which up to equal to the room, equal to the size of a room. And first in first generation computer we use a vacuum tube due to too much large size. Then first generation computer, they face too much difficulties due to slow processing, speed slow, and as well as small memory. There was a very difficult to face the first generation computer in that time. With the evolution of the computer day by day, the computer goes development. Similarly, first generation computer was too much expensive and unreliable. Let's suppose if we move uh, 10 to 12 years ago, we use the Pentium 1, Pentium 2, Pentium 3. Actually, they were too much expensive at that time. Now, in these days, we don't use Pentium 1, Pentium 2, Pentium 3. If either we use it, they were too much low in cost. So, similarly, at that time, first generation computer was very expensive and unreliable. And actually, they require too much power supply. Power supply means electricity. They consume too much electricity and also generate too much heat. And about entire room, about this computer is up to the size of entire room, and they generate too much heat. So and also um, consume a lot of power. Power means here power indicates that the consume a lot of electricity means power supply. And these inputs of first generation computer was punched on the was based on the punch card, and output was obtained from the through electric typewriter. Input is was based on the punch card, and output was obtained through electric typewriter, in which machine languages are used in these computer. We will discuss here about the first generation computer. And there must be in which the machine language is used. Okay, and some point about the first generation computer you must be kept in mind that the first generation computer was used in the vacuum tubes. They are too much larger in size, up to the entire room. They consume a lot of electricity and also dissipated too much heat. Input was based on the punch card, and output was obtained through the electric typewriter, and in which the in first generation computer machine language is used. And first generation computer was too much expensive and unreliable. and their speed is too much slow, and memory are very small. These are the some characteristics of the first generation computer. So example of first generation computer includes mini or mainframe computers or ENIAC. ENIAC means electronic numerical integrator. Integrator means parts integration. A stand for AND computer. ENIAC stand for electronic numerical integrator. Integrator means divided in the parts and computer. This is the abbreviation of the ENIAC. Actually, this is the example of the first generation computers. Similarly, UNIVAC, Universal Automatic Computer, UNIV indicate universal, A stand for automatic, C stand for computer. Now IBM stand for International Business Machine. Mark 1 is also included in the first generation computer, and similarly EDSAC, electronic delay storage automatic calculator. This is also included in the first generation computer. These all having the capacity of having the small memory and also less in speed. And first generation computer includes the vacuum tubes. So these are the some characteristics and examples of the first generation computer as we discussed now earlier. Similarly, we move towards the second generation computer. The time period of second generation computer lies between 1956 to 1963. And actually, our device is invented, named the transistor. Three scientists invented that device in 1947. William Shockley, John Bardeen, and Walter Brattain invented the transistor. Basically, a transistor is a three terminal devices in which there are two types of transistor. Basically, this is an electronic device. It has two types, NPN and PNP. NPN and PNP. Okay, these are the two types of transistor. And transistor is functioning like a vacuum tube. If in first generation computer we use the vacuum tube, if vacuum tubes were burnt, we are able to replace the vacuum tube. Similarly, in second generation computer, we use the transistor. Why we use the transistor instead of vacuum tube? Because of property, transistor speeds was faster, more reliable, and smaller and much cheaper than the vacuum tube. That's why we use the transistor instead of vacuum tube. In first generation computer, we use the vacuum tube. Vacuum tube are not reliable, not faster as compared to the transistor. If we comparison the vacuum tube and transistor, then vacuum tube are not reliable, transistor are reliable. Vacuum tube are slower, transistor are faster. Vacuum tube are larger in size as compared to the transistor. Transistor are smaller in size, and vacuum tube are expensive, and transistor are as compared to cheaper than the vacuum tube. In second generation computer, we use a transistor. Basically, transistor was invented in 1947 by the help of three scientists, William Shockley, John Bardeen, and Walter Brattain. These scientists invented the transistor. Transistor is a three-terminal device, and it is two type, NP and NPNP. Okay. Now, similarly, we also discuss the characteristics of the second generation computer. What are the characteristics of the second generation computer? Transistor, as we studied earlier, that the transistor were used instead of vacuum tubes. Why we use a transistor instead of vacuum tube? That transistors are reliable and faster as compared to the vacuum tube, and also much cheaper than the vacuum tubes. And also the size of the transistor is reduced, and speed were increased with the help of transistor, and also the memory capacity also increased by the transistor, and computer also become reliable and cheaper. This is the main characteristics of the second generation computer. That's why we use transistors instead of vacuum tubes. Now second, in first generation computer, inputs were obtained on the punch card, and second generation computer also use punch card readers, magnetic tapes, magnetic disk, and printers. In first generation computer, machine languages are used, and in second generation computer, assembly language was used in these computers. And second generation computer, high level languages are used. Let Fortran, COBOL were introduced in the. Uh, these are basically the languages of computer. Fortran and COBOL were introduced in the second generation of computer. Basically, these are the high level languages of computer, high level languages, level programming languages of the computer. Nowadays, we use the, let's go, C, C++, Java. In object oriented programming, we use the Java. Similarly, introduction to the computer programming, we use the C, C++ languages, in which we discuss the if else, for, loop. Similarly, in high-level programming languages, we use Fortran and COBOL were introduced in the second generation of computer. Now we move towards the third generation computer. In first generation computer, we use the vacuum tube, and second generation computer we use the transistors, and the third generation computer we use the ICs. IC stand for the integrated circuits. These are the semiconductor chips. These are the properties of the conductor as well as the insulator. These were used in the third generation of computer. In first generation computer, we use the vacuum tube, and in second generation computer, we use the transistor, and in third generation computer, we use the IC. IC stand for the integrated chip. Basically, is known as the semiconductor chip. Semiconductor are basically that which behave as well as like a conductor and as well as like an insulator. Conductor are those in which the current is easily passed, and insulator are those in which the current cannot easily pass. Okay, semiconductor chip behave like a IC. IC mean integrated circuit, which is used in the third generation, and ICs were actually developed in the 1960s. Actually, in IC, in IC, a large number of transistors are used. The IC chip has increased the power and also less in cost, and it could advance the technology of the computer with the invention of IC. Memory speed as well as memory enhancement will be introduced in the third generation of computer. As you seen on your computer, that this figure indicates the IC. These have the uh, small transistor in it. This is the shape of the actually IC. IC stand for the integrated circuits. Now we move towards the characteristics of third generation computer. Third generation computer. In first generation computer, we use vacuum tubes. In second generation computer, we use the transistors. In third generation computer, we use the IC chip. And with the evolution of time, we were developed by the generation, first generation, second generation, third generation. And first generation, second generation is better than the better than the first generation, and similarly, third generation is better than the first as well as to the second generation. Why third generation is better than the second and first generation? In first generation, we use vacuum tubes, and in second generation, we use the transistor. Now, in third generation, we use the IC chip. If we discuss about the speed and memory of computer in first generation, speed and memory of computer is too much small, and in second generation, speed and computer memory is large as compared to the first generation. Now, in third generation, we will use the IC chip, which enhance the speed and memory of computer as compared to the first and the second generation. In first, if we compare, now we do a comparison of first, second, and third generation. In first generation, if we it consume too much power. Too much power means too much electricity. And in second generation, it consume less power as compared to the first generation. And in third generation, it consume less electricity, less power as compared to the first and the second generation. And vacuum tubes are in first generation, the size of vacuum tubes are actually too much larger, and in second generation, transistor size is smaller as compared to the vacuum tube, and in third generation, IC chip size, IC chips the become smaller and cheaper and more reliable as compared to the second generation and first generation. In third generation, keyboard and monitor were used with a computer, and these computers could run different application and program at the same time. Now we repeat the lecture again. Basically, we do a comparison of the first generation, second generation, and third generation. Now again, we will discuss about the characteristics of the first generation computer. First generation computer used vacuum tubes. Speed was too much slow and memory was too much small. And first, the size of first generation computer was up to the size of entire room. They were too much larger in size. There's also speed and working capability are too much slow and also mm, not easily reliable. First generation computers were too much expensive and unreliable, and it consumed too much power, means too much electricity, and also dissipated or generated a lot of heat. And in a first generation computer, input was based on the punch card, and the output was obtained through an electric typewriter. And in this first generation computer, machine languages were used in these computers. Now, example of first generation computer is electronic numerical integrator. Integrator means parts and computer. Now, universal automatic computer, International Business Machine 604 Mark 1, and electronic delay storage automatic calculator. These are the examples of the first generation computer. Now we move toward the second generation computer. Second generation computer, the time period of second generation computer lies between the 1956 to 1963, and in 1947, three scientists, William Shockley and John Bardeen and Walter Brattain, invented a device, invented a device named as the transistor, and its function is like a vacuum tube. Why we use a transistor instead of vacuum tube? Because it is more faster than as compared to the vacuum tubes, and much reliable and smaller in size, and also uh, cheaper than the vacuum tube. Its cost is too much low as compared to the vacuum tubes. Transistor reduce the size of the computer and also increase the capability of the speed, and also enhance the memory of the computers. Computers are more reliable and as well as cheaper than second generation computer, are more reliable and cheaper than the first generation computer. The second generation computer includes the punch card and magnetic tape and magnetic disk, and the printer. In first generation computer, we use a machine language, and in second generation computer, we use a assembly language. Assembly language are used in high level programming includes of Fortran and COBOL were used in the second generation computer. Now we move towards the third generation computer. Now we do a comparison between first, second, and third generation computer. First generation computer includes the vacuum tubes. They are much slower their speed is too much slow and memory was small and unreliable and too much larger in size and too much expensive. These are the characteristics of the first generation computer. Second, if we comparison first and second generation computers. Second generation computer, we use the transistor instead of the vacuum tubes. Transistors are more reliable and as well as cheaper, and computers were less in cost as compared to the first generation computer, and their speed and memory are much faster as compared to the first generation computer. And now third generation computer. Third generation computer used IC. IC stand for the integrated circuit. Is also known as a semiconductor chip. They are used in the third generation computer. Actually, IC were developed in the 1960s. As you know, that the transistor were developed in the 1947 with the help of three scientists. And in a single IC chip contain a large number of transistors. IC also increase the power and decreases the cost of the computer. They consume too much less power means less electricity. Vacuum tubes consume too much power, and compared to the vacuum tube, transistor use less power, and IC use too much less power as compared to the transistor and vacuum tube. IC chip and decreases the invention of IC. This is basically of the figure of IC as you have seen on your screen. Now we discuss some characteristics of the third generation computer. Third generation computer, we use the IC chip. IC chip actually has improved the computer, improved the speed and the memory of the computer, and it is more reliable. And as you have read that it consumes less electricity and also smaller in size and mm, too much cheaper as compared to the transistor and vacuum tube. And keyboard and monitor were used within the computer, and actually one more advancement in it that different programs we were used at the same time in the computer. This is the main advancement in the third generation computer. And in second generation computer, we use only one program at the same time. And in third generation computer, with the evolution of computer, we will introduce that we use different languages at the same time. First of all, you must compare these three generations, and you must be read that in a first generation computer, you use vacuum tubes. Vacuum tubes are too much expensive. First generation computer are larger in size, unreliable, and too much expensive, and uses too much electricity, too much power, and difficult to use, and dissipated or generated a lot of heat. And in second generation computer, we use transistors. Transistors are cheaper as compared to the vacuum tube. Their speed and memory are faster as compared to the vacuum tubes, and consume less electricity as compared to the vacuum tubes. and transistors are cheaper and reliable as compared to the vacuum tube. Now in the third generation, we use the ICs. IC stand for the integrated chip, in which small transistors are used. In which small transistors are used, and they are more reliable and cheaper as compared to the vacuum tubes and the transistors, and their speed and memory are faster as compared to the first and second generation computer. And one more is that in third generation computer, we use a we could run different program at the same time. Yes, any question related to the topic discussed in the chat? Student face any difficulty related to the topic, please discuss in the chat. IC stand for integrated circuits. First of all, you do a comparison of the all the three generation with the evolution of time, evolution of computer. There is a too much advancement in the in the generation. Second generation is better than the first generation, and third generation is also better than the first and second generation. Yes, if you face any difficulty regarding the topic, discuss in the chat. Third generation computer. Again, I explain the third generation computer. Third generation computer use the IC. IC stand for integrated circuit. Not sorry, integrated chip, not integrated circuit. And integrated circuit, not integrated chip. And use the third generation computer. We use in transistor instead of IC, and IC chips were developed in the 1960s. A single IC contain a lot of transistor, and IC mean integrated circuit, not integrated chip. Increase the increase the decreases the cost of the computer. Invention of IC was a great breakthrough in advancing computer technology, and third generation computer was used the IC chip, and the speed and memory of the computer was faster as compared to the first and second generation. Computer use less electricity and become smaller and cheaper and more reliable than the second generation computer. Keyboard and monitor were also used in third generation computer, and you must use a different application program at the same time. Any question related to the topic, discuss in the chat. You must understand IC stand for integrated circuit, not integrated chip. Hmm? In second generation computer, we use transistors. Basically, transistors are much better than the vacuum tubes. Transistors speed and memory are faster as compared to the vacuum tubes. For second generation computers are much faster as compared to the first generation computer. Second generation computer are more reliable and consuming less electricity. And also speed and memory of second generation computer are better than the first generation computer. Yes. Yes, any question related to the topic discussed in the chat? Any question related to the topic discussed in the chat, please? Second generation, as I explained the concept of second generation. Second generation computer uses the transistors. Second generation computer speed and memory are better as compared to the first generation computer, more reliable as compared to the first generation computer, and for time and their speed as well as uh, memory are better than the first generation computer. Vacuum tubes, as we discussed in the previous lecture, these are included in the first generation computer. When vacuum tubes are too much heated, they were burnt, and we could replace the vacuum tube instead of we क्या में से सही करें हम we replace the vacuum tube. First generation computer we use the vacuum tubes. Their speed their speed and memory was too much slow, and first generation computer was actually too much larger in size, up to the size of room, and they consumed too much power, means too much electricity, and dissipated too much heat. Yes, any question related to the topic discussed in the chat? Any question related to the topic? IC stand for the integrated circuit. Any question related to the topic discussed in the chat? Yes, any question related to the topic discussed in the chat? Any question related to the topic discussed in the chat, please? Example of the second generation computer is IBM 7030, 7780, 7090, and General Electric G635, Control Data Corporation CDC 1604. These are the example of the second generation computer. Actually, third generation computer were introduced in the 1963, the time period of the third generation, 1963 to 1961, 1971. Sorry, it includes the Intel 4004 in November 1971. Transistor is basically a three terminal device. And there are two types of transistor, NPN and PNP. Transistor is actually the function like a vacuum tube. Transistor was faster and more reliable and smaller in size. Yes, any question related to the topic discussed in the chat, please? Any question related to the topic discussed in the chat, please? Any question related to the topic discussed in the chat? Yes, please. You have only 2 minutes left. Any question related to the topic discussed in the chat? You have only 1 minute left. Any question related to the topic discussed in the chat? Okay, the class is over.